Hey everybody, it's time to swing. We're still swinging, and I'm your host Thomas. And today we got Ali Zoe Adams up, family. Ali Zoe Adams said the brother DJ Khaled was on one. All right, he said DJ Khaled was on it. You know what I mean? He said MacaZoe, you know what I'm saying, was abroad. You know what I mean? Look, and you already know we gonna see what our brother Ali talking about. And listen, I got a request from a subscriber of mine, and he asked me to introduce Brian Glaze Gibbs into our catalog. Look, I did some work on this brother Brian Glaze Gibbs. I was going to bring up somebody else, but this dude really beat him out. You know what I'm saying? I called up there. I got some real scoop on this dude. This dude is the real deal. Y'all in for a treat tonight. All right. But first up, shout out to Zoe Pound. Shout out to the 305. Let's get rolling.
You feel about what Diddy going through right now? Him getting accused of rape, him getting arrested, all the freak offs, he can't get bail. How you feel about that, man?
What's up with this? What's up with this word freak off? I don't really understand the word. I've been trying to understand what this mean, freak off. Like when the moon hit at night, that's all that's going on is freak off. Why he special? I don't really understand. I don't know how CNN, ABC, Fox News can use these words freak off. Prince, God bless their Prince was there. Paris Hilton ain't miss a party. Dallas Austin ain't miss a party. Kid Rock ain't miss a party. Gun N' Roses, them boys doing big boy freak offs. I don't understand the word, but I don't know, man. That word, I be troubled by it a little bit. Like, huh? Freak off? What the that mean? I'm trying to come in a big smile. I be like, huh? I'm trying to come in my big smile. You know what I'm saying? Two niggas. That's on them. I thought.
Right after I finished streaming. But I'm telling you, family, that's the same thing I was saying, bro. They been having free calls. Diddy was going to him before he was throwing them.
But it was a hate crime, man. We knew Puff. Man, we said that shiny suit. But I'm troubled by it a little bit, but it ain't my business. But I just be like, I don't know. I be like, did Cassie get that $30 million? If you sign, you kind of accepted an apology. There's a lot of negotiations that go on before court. Now, if this nigga here playing with them kids, bury that bitch. I don't know about those shit. I still ain't read his shit, you know what I'm saying? But, Gun N' Roses, Metallica, the Beatles, them boys mastered the freak off game. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what make Main Man so special. But he in trouble now. You know what I'm saying? He in trouble, man. But there is a quietness going on because he put a lot of people on. A lot of people was at these parties. Yeah, Alicia Keys. Yeah, Beyonce. Yeah, for real. Yeah, Timberland. Man, Justin Timberlake. I was there. I'm talking about, I'm not trying to miss no Hamptons party all white. Is you crazy? That shit made you. If you just name drop.
Everybody was there. Now they suing him.
He was there. Man, that shit made you. You know what I'm saying? But that shit made you back then, man. Puffy is somebody, I don't think he got any beef songs. He downplays beef songs. Puffy is either going to ask Jimmy Hinchman, Haitian Jack, Eric Von Zip, D-Mac, or me for anything to do with beefs. Like, and I don't know him. Every time he hollering at me is as he say, yo, I don't want to do this, Playboy. Hey, Playboy, yeah, I want to down the beef. Hey, Playboy, I'm spending a lot of money on Mace, man. Why is Jim Jones doing the Hot 97, man? One Eye Willie saying, you know why the Goonies came, man? Yo, Playboy, man, try to dead that. Like, when his contracts and shit and beef, he's a spin artist. You know what I'm saying? When, you know, Jimmy trying to get him, okay, man, get Style P up out of here, this contract. He good at that shit now. But as far as, you know, even on the 96 when Suge went off, he the one that came out there and lowered the tempo. Not Andre 3000, he the one that came and lowered the temperature, you know? But you know, his trial and tribulation, man, is on, he got a hell of an obstacle right now. Because the FBI, boy, oh my God. You don't want no issue with them boys there.
Listen, Diddy is finished, family. All right, I'm gonna tell you that right now. If you think he got any hope, he finished. Listen, the only thing left for Diddy to think about is how long. That's the only thing left to decide is how long he gonna be there.
Yeah, man. The FBI play to win. They in the winning business. They ain't in the losing business.
Yeah, you ain't lying, man. But what happened at Hot 97 with Jim Jones?
Oh, Jim Jones? Yeah, that was Puff. Puff's trying to bring Mace back out. Puff about to spend a lot of money on Mace. And, you know, Jim Jones over here, he in Miami with me. He do summer in Miami. He got my name in it. I'm with Zoe and G. G is my co-defendant. Wild dude. Wild dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Shot 2 police when they came for him. You know what I'm saying? But Jones is like, man, we blocking all that, Zoe. Man, help me block all that. I'm like, yeah? You ain't fucking with Mace like that? So he like, nah. We blocking everything he do, man. Help me block him. I'm like, let's block him. So, you know, Jones go on Wendy. He blow on him. So Mace kind of like tippy-toeing. He coming back. He ain't no pastor no more. But Puff really like.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat, family. Shank Rocks, thanks for pulling up. Salute, family. Appreciate your support. You know I do. He said, baby old man is not getting out alive. Man, look, I don't know if he getting out alive. I know only thing left to determine is when he gonna get out. Because I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be no time soon. He gonna get found guilty.
He calling D-Mac, calling me. I'm like, what's up, Puff? He like, what's going on, man? He like, man, hey, I really need to de-escalate this shit, man, with Jim Jones and Mace. You know what I'm saying? When there's a favor for Puff, though, I usually come through. You know, Puff re-favors was very genuine, though. But I hung up. I try to holler at Jim Jones. He like, no, man, no, I ain't fucking with them, man. Them niggas had some bullshit at Ruckus Park. A little video, man, I ain't fucking with them.
Y'all remember what went down at Ruckus, right? When Junior Mafia, when they got at Jim Jones, and you know you could see Cameron just take off running and jump the fence, and they was getting with Jim Jones, and remember. Junior Mafia was with Biggie. Biggie was with Puck, was with Diddy. So Jim Jones automatically like, I ain't rocking with that. He over there, you feel me? But check it out. This what he do. All right, this what they gonna call somebody like him for. All right, they gonna call him because he gonna push up on Jim Jones and get the beef squashed. All right, the problem is the favor he gonna want in return is gonna be on the scene. And you don't want to be messing with a maniac like this on the scene. You can't.
He going so I'm telling you, I'm like, hey man, Jones, you not on 106 and Park in the basement. Now he either gonna hand us over a spot on 106 and Park, or we gonna go ahead, you know what I'm saying, and get dude. But at the same time, if we can't get, if we don't get none on 106 and Park and we get spin, you can lay it on me. But he asking me, dog, to get a man to sit down. So Jim Jones come through. I call Puff. Tracy flies out, talk to his assistant. She fly everybody out. I was in LA. We fly everybody in. We go to 2-Star Island. I'm chilling with the chef, ordering something luxurious. What's the oldest wine you have? You know, Puff got all this exclusive shit going on in here. We have a Merlot. And I'm like, ooh, let me get that. Jim Jones disrespecting, throwing weed, his backwood all in the man, big, nice mansion. And, you know, Puff like really like.
He said Jim Jones was disrespecting that mansion. Jim Jones ain't want to do that. He associate Junior Mafia with Diddy, and he don't care what nobody talking about.
Hey man, I don't got nothing to do with Junior Mafia. I don't fuck with them. Them not my dudes. I never did. I never produced none with them. So they kind of talk, we do a song. What you been drinking on? Puffy, featuring Paul Wall, Jim Jones, and Jaja. We do it in my hood. We go to Little Haiti, and we do it. And I pull up in my Porsche, 911. So the theme is everybody scared of me and shit. So, you know, Puff jump on with the Haitian flag. We doing the basement, behind the basement, Puff, my stock going up. The ladies, oh, you with Diddy? Oh, you with Diddy? And
yeah. Hey, family, if you ain't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. All right, make sure you hit that like button. Lock in with me, cause we rolling, baby.
You know, a lot. Just close a little issue. You know what I'm saying? Our small world of hip hop where a lot of shit got brokered. You know, that's about it. Yeah, they was cool then, but you know, him and Mace, the streets always wanted to see Jim Jones and Cam hang together. But the industry wanted to see Cam and Mace together. So
that's because Cam and Mace was the money. Cam and Mace was the money. Cam and Mace made Horse and Carriage.
It was two different people that wanted to see something, and I saw the fight, but Cam was in the middle having to being tugged a different way. And, you know, look like they keeping it copacetic today, you know.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out Positive Vibes. Thanks for pulling up. Appreciate your support. You know I do. Salute to you too, baby girl. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get the 600 subscribers by New Year's. I can't do it without your help, family. Appreciate your support. You know I do. And we keeping it moving.
So we ain't no way we're gonna let another DJ be loved. He came through the Jamaican circuit, so he was playing hardcore, Kate ranks, Shaba ranks, Sisla, Bujo Bantan, Bini Man. He came through that route. And it's like, he did shots us. He was on there.
Mm-hmm.
Clef we f with him, boy. He was on 99 Jams with Super Cindy. That's mine's then. I bought her a CLK Benz. I manage her, whatever. Go get this little 8-9 grand. Go get that. Go get that. I need to get in the building. That's my real link, not Cal.
Don't his face just look like, don't be bothering me with that shit. Go get that.
Link but her. But Khaled respected it. We on everything he going on. Yeah, yo, tripping. Man, we there. But anyway, I'm out. And I'm like, hey, Khaled, check it out, dog. I need 7 grand. I need 7 million. I need I could put out 40 artists. We could talk to my accountant and my lawyer. And I'm grateful now, and I'm very humble that he blessed me with 25,000. But I'm like, man, he say slick with 25,000. Don't call me back. I'm like, but I'm trying to show.
Listen, Khaled said, listen, I appreciate this, man. Here, take this 25 racks. Do whatever you're going to do, but please just stay away from me.
I'm on wisdom time. Give me this chance, though. I'm like, I do the homework. I go in, hey, man, 7 million, 40 artists out of Miami. Let's call it we the best.
Family, you see the way this nigga move, right? He unstable. All right, look. All that, listen, when the nigga act like that, he telling you, listen, man, get the hell away from me. You know what I'm saying? Don't play.
That's go against Def Jam job record, dog. It can go against everything, man. Let me go ahead and push this. I could make you 83 million. He ain't. It's been 8 days now.
Yo, if you told me you would give me I could give you 7 million and you could turn it into 83 million, I wouldn't have called your ass back either.
Got no response. Now, if I go to say my Brooklyn Haitians, my Jersey Haitians, North Carolina, Rocky Mountain Haitians, I'm having a problem. He gonna say, see, dudes like Red Eyes, they said.
You gotta understand, he one of them guys that if Khaled would have gave him the 7 million and he went and screwed off the 7 million, what Khaled gonna do? Khaled ain't stupid. Khaled, like, if he just take my 7 million and say, look, all right, homie, next time he see me, what am I gonna do? So Khaled just gave him 25,000 and was like, just pray to God he stay away from me.
That's why it's you, Tippy Toe.
Before you get the red out, before you
why
get the red
you
out.
shooting dice with Baby? You're supposed to say, who the house man? He had money to play house man. Who gives a f about shooting dice with shooting? Are we really talking about shooting dice with Baby? Dog, I got the house, man. Everywhere I go, I don't want to have the house, man. I'm taking all money, dog. Like, let's talk about street, dog.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Carlton James Hodge. Thanks for pulling up. Appreciate your support. You know I do. You know, thanks for pulling up. Appreciate your support. You know I do. Salute to you too, Colton. He said, go get that. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Thanks for pulling up. Positive Vibe said $7 million. Who about to give someone else that kind of money? Appreciate your support. You know I do. Positive Vibe said he would have disappeared with that money. Positive Vibes, he would have stood right in his goddamn face with that money. Just not paying him nothing.
Like, shooting dice with Baby. You just said I had millions. What is you talking about? I'm checking everything coming. That money coming in from Cali, it's coming from New York, it's coming from Atlanta, it's coming from South Carolina, it's coming from Mississippi.
Family, if you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right, I'm trying to get the 600 subscribers by New Year's. I can't do it without y'all help. You know I'm struggle streaming. Hit that like button, because y'all know I be bringing.
I know it's in my head. It's not in your head, it's in my head. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what are we rapping about? Shooting dice with who? Man, f***ing dog. My Red Eyes, you just want to chill in the house and in the mansion. And because I say, damn, giving a deal, I'm wrong. It's been 20 years. Well, get out the way. Let him under your hand. He might say, put me on to help another. You just want to hang and name drop.
Say, yeah, nigga, you just in the way. I'm trying to get some money with these dudes. You just want to hang around them.
I'm talking about who gave you a deal. I say, I got a contract. I say, I got a deal. Consulting checks. Piccolo in Overtown, I gave him 300,000. Smitty, 250. Miami only 4 other people. This about little Haiti. Like, you gonna give him some money? Yeah, he gonna start looking at me if you don't give him no money. You talking about a dice game. Are we really talking about a dice game? Are we really talking about the dice game? I got the house on every dice game I ever played, too.
Tell him again.
I want the house, man. I'm taking all money. I ain't seen check me yet. A couple of Vegas, but I ain't seen nobody, man. I got the.
Shout out to Tippy Toe. Shout out to Ali Zoe. Shout out to the 305. We moving, baby.
What you got? Put it down there. That's covered.
Getting money, serving glee like the nigga.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We moving.
Because he said it. I said, man, you ain't my. I stay locked up. I've been with like this in my cell on my norm. Like, dang. What that about? I kind of find out he finna go. He ain't finna spare me. But I'm hearing that it's really about I was out.
Getting money, serving glee like the nigga on tippy toe.
On the Metro PC, yes. Dress Little Haiti. I love Little Haiti. The love for Little Haiti, I've been allowing myself not to let nobody take it from me. About Little Haiti. I said on a podcast, I slept with Chubb playing game. Look at it crazy, but I know he's a gangster. So I say, man, me and Chubb slept together. We talk all day. We is the league. We putting it together. Little Haiti, as far as Little Haiti, right? See, this is for Little Haiti. I got all these people calling me $1 million game. I'm like, I gotta do this on tiptoe.
Family, y'all know he came up here to check Tippy
Toe. Fish Grease was the most feared in the 90s. JT Money say in his songs, when they didn't put him in songs, he put Fish Grease on now. Fish Grease a gangster. Young man pull out a gun. He said, I told you, shoot. Shoot. I told you if you ever pull out, shoot. He shot him. He was happy. I ride with that. I couldn't believe how they run when they see him.
Yo, every story I ever heard of this dude, he was a cold maniac. You know, I never heard a good story about him. You know, he always just done something wild.
Kiddo, when you go to the penitentiaries in Miami, out of Carol City, he's from Miami. When you go to Big Sandy and when you go to Lee County, 100 DC behind his back, 50 Virginia behind his back, 200 people from the South is like, hey, don't talk for me. I only want Kiddo to talk for me. This is what I'm trying to talk about. You're talking. The behind him, he knows told on me. He wearing the bucket hat. They don't really want to express levels to the game. So I'm forced to start sending out cease and desist letters. I've been chilling. But now I'm forced to send out cease and desist letters. Yeah.
Riley, you got to take us back, though, like the coming up before you got them things, how it came about, though, dog.
What you mean?
Like, you know, before you got them bricks, how your hustle game was to get into the money on. You know, before you got the money, how you got to the money on.
This is what you're not investigating. My mother owned the store, Carol City Supermarket.
Mm-hmm.
Booby, Kittle, Bernard, Fatty Hattie, Dick, E, Tim, all of them stand in front of my mother's store. They treated me like a prince. They made me fight. They treated me like a prince. Osnell.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. WSHOA says 7 million for Khaled is account deductible, and he got to spend that money regardless. I feel you, bro. Thanks for pulling up. Appreciate your support. You know I do. Salute everybody. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 600 subscribers by New Year's. Look, I can't do it without your help. And hit that like button. Y'all see I'm struggle streaming, but y'all know I be bringing it.
Pierre, I don't want to say that name. Osnell, Steely, Walker, Jowawa. I'm with the Jamaicans. Carey, Rudolph, Roton, Lance, Blocker. They rolling with us. We rapping. They got spots on 6-1 everywhere. We rapping. We them young Haitians. They really on, the Jamaicans really on some, we backing you. It was more Jamaicans, but it was us Haitians. Osnell, one of the wildest dude, he got the name. Booby gotta grab him. Osnell, God bless his dead, Billy gonna stay on 183rd. Mo, Dan, they cool as that's my teenage years. I said it on Vlad. I watched them go to war. It's Booby Graylin in Cal City. Booby Graylin, know what I'm saying? Kittle, know what I'm saying? Fish Grease, Fatty Hattie. They going to war with the head of Slip and Slide. Touche Socks, Aaron, Hollywood, Fatso, Nuki. It's Basil, all of them, Scott Park and Risco Park. It's really about parks. It's not about a hood at time. It's never really about a hood. It's about the park. Can you walk to the park? That's really what it be by. The project is a good name. Can you walk to the park? It's gonna start, son. And we're gonna see who the real one around the park.
And like you remember your first time getting your first brick at least.
Man, I gotta hold the brick for him and hide it. I'm my mother's store. I'm the luxury. I come in the gate because I said I wasn't poor in Haiti. I was on the Papa Doc. We got warehouses full of money in Haiti. We ain't tripping. We doing bad in Miami. We stay 19 deep, but we back on the ground. We take off. My uncles, them, they peep what they doing. They become the plugs. They like, I know somebody in Haiti. They looking out. I want the lifestyle. I don't really want the money. I want to be a cool teenager to say what's happening. If I look back, but I'm popping. Like,
Fair use. Shout out to Tippy Toe family. Shout out to Ali Zoe. Shout out to the 305. Shout out to that Zoe Pound. Hey, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Positive Vibe said, Ali reminds me of the guy that likes to talk your ear off with a bunch of nothing. Hate to see him coming to talk. You crazy. Positive Vibes. HP International Group. Thanks for pulling up, family. Appreciate your support. You know I do. DJ Khaled, give Ali Zoe Adam that $7 million for Florida. We need that unit. We need the unity and record label. 100. Appreciate your support. You know I do. Give it up, Khaled.
Middle school know you. All that cool after 18, and then that's cool. Middle school know you. Middle school know who you are. That's why they call Sugar Bear. They know who you are. There ain't nobody kicking me in that ass, put me in a chokehold, pistol whooping me, jumping me. I'm bumping at everything. They making sure I bump. I'm they play toy. I'm serious though. I'm like, take me.
You know how that is when you gotta prove yourself. You've been out here. You know how that goes.
Be serious, dog. Getting this money to the dog. They blown the check. They brought the price up like North Miami Beach did. They don't care about little Haiti. If a told me if you ain't from North Miami, they don't want you. We don't Some dirty boys. I said, dang. But anyway, dog, then we getting money.
I'm telling you, the nigga unstable. All right, he telling you, look, you don't want it.
We all getting money. I gotta work 6 cities. I'm working Tampa. I'm working Pensacola. I'm in Escambia. I'm in Savannah. I'm in Herner Holmes and John Hope. Herner Holmes and John Hope in Atlanta. Todd Strong, Lil Ricky, Tank, Slick. Lil Ricky from Duct Tape really my man, but we ain't seen eye to eye. But his whole life is me. I made Lil Ricky.
Nah, tell me, break it down to me.
Lil Ricky from Duct Tape, he out of Atlanta.
Oh, Duct Tape. Okay. I know Duct Tape.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's my workers. I'm saying in Atlanta. Then they on the west side. They screaming west side. They was at it. They was wild before any other side. They done stop in Miami and all. But Todd Strong, they all going hard. But I'm just a worker for these dudes. I eventually get all they getting locked up. I take all that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't chill. I gotta bring 30 young. Hey, 80 y'all the bomb man, 80 y'all the watch out man, 80 y'all the gunman. Colt, we working the shift, Lieutenant. We working shifts. And we raking it up. See, a lot of time, though, there was a 115 told on me, but I be remembering what they say, because they be trying to give me a message. Bud Williams put 7 bodies on me, say I confessed it to him. I saw a correction officer because he was across the hall. I didn't know he went bad. I was in solitary for 3 years and 7 months. I say, hey, CEO.
Yo, that's crazy. Bro, you ever been in a box 3 years and 7 months? Bro, I was in a box for 6 months. I lost like 30 pounds jacking off and doing push-ups. Bro, I almost lost my mind in that 6 months. Yo was in there for 3.5 years.
Yeah, Bud, that's my nigga. He said, I ain't doing. You stayed out. I stayed locked up. See, they don't want to talk about sickness. There's a lot of blame because they locked up. And it's our stories I repeat. Because he said it. I said, man, you ain't my.
Yo, you be having problems on lockup. Yo, you be going off in your mind. Yo, you be beating off 4 or 5 times a day.
They locked up. I knew like this in my cell on my nose. Like, dang. What that about? Gonna find out he finna go.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I was so happy to get the fuck out of there. I was a good boy after that.
He ain't finna spare me. But I'm hearing that it's really about I was out.
Getting money, serving glee like the nigga all tippy.
Shout out Tippy Toe. Shout out to Tippy Toe. Family, look, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right, I'm trying to get to 600 subscribers by New Year's. I can't do it without your help, family. And y'all know I be bringing
it. Dress Little Haiti. I love Little Haiti. The love for Little Haiti, I've been allowing myself not to let nobody take it from me. About Little Haiti. I said on a podcast, I slept with Chubb playing game. Look at it crazy, but I know he's a gangster. So I say, man, me and Chubb slept together. We talk all day. We is the league. We putting it together. Lil Haiti, as far as Lil Haiti, right? See, this is for Lil Haiti. I got all these people calling me $1 million game. I'm like, I gotta do this on tiptoe. You be sleep, but at the same time, I can't trip on what you doing.
Okay then.
But I ain't never tripping on none of my dudes. However they conforming, I'm like, this what the play is. Let's go this way. But for me, I know I gotta address Lil Haiti. It's out of Miami. It's still a Miami brand, right? So within Lil Haiti, I own Lil Haiti Coin Laundry. Found one person to say I didn't own Lil Haiti Coin Laundry. From 1998, they took it from me in 2010. I was locked up, but I got locked up in 2007. I had it for 8 years. My baby mother got indicted. Both my kids' mother. Ain't nobody gonna talk about women get indicted. She got indicted. They blame her with evidence that in your Little Haiti, I got a Little Haiti Coin Plaza, though. It's a plaza. We talking money. I own the Little Haiti Coin Laundry. I own the Metro PCS. I own the shoe store. I own the.
We talking money.
Restaurant. $10 million. They have appraisal that you can look on. I own Little Haiti Plaza. Find somebody to say I'm telling a fib, a lie, a childish lie, right? Anyway, my baby mother, she got to go down, but she ain't got to hold no weight. The government put in her evidence, 230 people went through that coin laundry and you gave them fake check stubs. I'm honoring everybody that come out of prison. Hey, boy, I need a job. Go there. Hey, boy, I need a job. Go there. Handle that. I don't want to hear that, girl. Work that. You know what I'm giving you. That's how I'm playing. I don't know about nobody. I'm me, right? But
Family, I was happy to hear this story from him because I never knew that about Ali. All the stories that ever made it back to me about Ali, family, trust me, he just done. One time I almost heard a good story about him. And then at the end of the story, the dude tell me he the one that kidnapped Lil Flip. And I'm like, yo, every story, he just done something crazy. Like on the low, this brother was real sharp. He was super sharp on the low. The problem was he was a problem. He was a maniac and they could use him on the street to get stuff done. The problem is he want to be paid back on the scene. He want in the music industry. And no way, they were scared to death of this dude.
it's in Little Haiti. We talking about no Dairy Queen, Carol City Supermarket. We talking about my Subway. We ain't talking about the home. In Little Haiti Coin Laundry was the name I came up with in 1998, right? And they said I need to be more humble. And I want to be more humble, right? But it's as these accusations. I blame people like you because you don't do journalistic aspect. You want
Me?
yeah.
Oh Lord.
You chasing the you partying and hanging out. You don't read. If you're not sitting down to read.
I told y'all he came to check Tippy Toe. Tippy Toe had them niggas on here talking that shit about him. I knew he was gonna get at Tippy Toe.
It's gonna be very difficult for somebody to go ahead and put it together. But anyway, you earned the name Tippy Toe. I'm with you. I see Florida. I'm with anything Florida, home. Anything Florida, first and foremost. Alabama, Georgia, second. The South. I've been infiltrating with New York, telling Jermaine Dupri this was going on.
Getting money, serving glee, like the nigga on tippy toe.
Shout out, family. Shout out, family. Look, we keeping it moving, family. Look, check this out, family. This how the beef got started, right? And if you ain't up on it, this MacaZoe.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from Diddy's Media, you feel?
Yo, it's your boy D's Media back again with another video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel on the road to 100K. Today we're gonna talk about, man, that boy MacaZoe, man, just called from the feds, man, and just exposed Ali Zoe, man, for being a fake Zoe Pound in the rap. Let's jump straight into it.
And that's what happened in my case, you know what I'm saying? And I want to expose somebody else. There's this other dude going around calling himself, pretending to be the starter of Zoe Pound, Ali Adam, because he really giving us a bad name, a bad rep. You know what I'm saying? Ali Adam, who is officially a rat, also worked with the government, used to run with Jimmy Henchman as well. You know what I'm saying? So they all aware. Jimmy Henchman them aware of it, but they still, you know what I'm saying? And that's exposed. You know what I'm saying? These rats, they just have no respect for the code. You know what I'm saying? No respect for the rules. No respect for what we signed up for. You got to accept responsibility, bro. If you did some handle your shit, go to trial, fight your shit.
You know, when Rick Ross artist Gunplay came out and called Ali Zoe a snitch, I couldn't understand that how a man could do 18 years in the feds and don't nobody get his paperwork or none of that. Because ever since this dude came out, everything I done heard about this dude been you know, he a 305 representative. No, he hold down Miami. You know, he made sure Miami artists, when he was around, didn't get played. You know, if you wasn't looking out for Miami dudes, you know, he just was all for Miami.
You know what? That's the same thing I always heard about him. You know what I mean? Like, he protected that Miami scene, and he responsible for a lot of those acts you came to know and love. Like for real. In Miami, he was the one that brought him to the scene. You know what I'm saying? Yo, he backed that Miami scene, but bro, he just took it too far. He ain't have no brakes. He was all gas, bro. They got scared of him, bro. He was one of them dudes that was applying some pressure.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand how this man was able to do 18 years in the
family. If you plan on being in a rap game ever, know that game is littered with Ali Zoes. All right, you ain't gonna go in no city and don't find a Ali Zoe.
feds, you know, and have his name connected to so much stuff, and now it's coming to the light that this dude was a snitch. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna believe Gunplay speaking, but MacaZoe, I believe MacaZoe when he speak, because at the end of the day, man, I feel like MacaZoe is a true representative of Zoe Pound. You know what I'm saying? Bone in, bone out. You know, took it.
I feel him, family, and all of that. But all I'm saying is this: MacaZoe been down a long time. Ali been down a long time. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, they got a problem. And you clearly see Mac in the box. Mac don't know what's going on out here. Them niggas running back telling them shit. All right, listen. Mac just said Ali claiming he started Zoe Pound. You know, Ali never said that. That's them niggas running back telling him shit. And when out of the blue, all of a sudden they got all this animosity. Yo, they used to run together. They go way back. They was good with each other.
This time like a man, you know, it's a good chance that this man may never see the freedom, the daylight again for what he believed in and what he was doing on the street. So when this man come forward and call Ali Zoe a snitch, I gotta believe it now. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it. Look, I don't know much about MacaZoe, but the word I got on MacaZoe was he was a stand-up dude, but MacaZoe did a bunch of petty shit. You know what I'm saying? And any nigga that do a bunch of petty shit, he gonna stay in jail.
MacaZoe, if you did research, he's been locked up 54 times by 24 years old. Everybody say I met him in jail. Yeah, I met him locked up. They just look at him and say he's a gangster. He probably didn't have one fight. Yeah, I know him. I seen him. All right. Huh? Yeah, all right. But he been locked up 54 times by 24 years old. I'm stating that there's a such thing as a jailbird in a street. That's what I be wanting from you. As you see it, because you out here, it ain't easy. You in jail. That's another thing. You cannot dictate traffic, though. need money. You ain't got it. Stop. I did 19 years on the streets. I wasn't going. I wasn't going. I'm paying everybody and their mama. Lawyers, I spent over $2 million to stay on the streets. I stayed. Ain't nothing happened. Ain't nobody say I haven't did nothing. What your wish is, a street or a jail say the toll. Ain't no street or jail finna call. That's what you waiting on, right? But my wait, he was out 201, 2099. And I sent him to Mississippi, dog. He in Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi. He going hard with them, boy. They loving him. But he was my runner, dog. Like I can't spare him, man. He was my runner. There was nothing.
MacaZoe?
He was my runner. There was nothing. I had 60 wild. They all screaming. I was with him. I was with him. I was with him. You was my runner. You got locked up. He's a dog to me because of the cavalry that he crunk up.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's them niggas. It's them niggas, bro. They never had a problem before. All of a sudden, out of the blue, they got all of these issues. You know what that is, family? Family, y'all know exactly what that is. All right? Him and MacaZoe disrespecting each other like this. Bro, you know how long MacaZoe been down? You know how long he been down? Bro, all of a sudden they got a problem. Because Ali, he on fire right now. He lighting it up. And all of the problems he's saying is coming from Lil Haiti and them dudes that ain't doing nothing. All the dudes that's doing something, he's saying you don't hear nothing from none of
them. And dog, I'm trying to tell you, like, I only say, man, I'm gonna get that from you, send that check, because I'm on Lil Haiti. That's it. I don't care what other, I hope that go 4,000.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel, family. I'm trying to get to 600 subscribers by New Year's. Can't do it without your help. And y'all know I be bringing it. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. WSHOA said MacaZoe snitching about Ali plotted on Solo, and MacaZoe is suing for him trademarking Zopound. MacaZoe is a rat. Snitch let. Talk about that. All right, I hear you, family. You would know more about it than me, and we keeping it moving.
I want Little Haiti to tell me that a nigga, they ain't see that was a fraud. He was with Chubb. Hold on. The thing was a Chubb. You have a on Jump saying I was locked up from 93 to 97. You was not out. What am I saying wrong? You wasn't out, my. That's it.
Family, hit that like button for me. Hit that like button for me. Y'all see I'm struggle streaming. I'm trying to get in the algorithm, and y'all know I be bringing it.
Anything you hear, you hearing. That's what's called stories. You can't talk about this. I talk to these from all type of different hoods everywhere. See the block, them Crips and Blood say he was posted. They saying, yeah, that's post. Man, the post, man. Right? This is what they saying. I was on the streets. Flat was saying we post. Yeah, he post, man. You were locked up. Junk. My Junk called me 3 years, dog, on my last vid.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Nola, salute to you too, baby girl. Thanks for pulling up. Appreciate your support. You know I do.
I put him with my KK. And I told KK I knew it. I said, record that. We did talk about the music industry. All he talked about is how hell of a I was. And then we burn MacaZoe up. That ain't nothing. Junk. MacaZoe would never say Junk name. He would.
See what I'm saying? Now, Junk been on here, this same show, popping it on Ali. Now he's saying him and Junk was sitting up when he was down. They was on the phone talking about MacaZoe, dogging MacaZoe.
You never heard him say thump name. He never said nickname. Ask him to say their name. Who are they? He won't do it. I know that. I'm in the courtroom for him. He shoot the peace sign to me when he come out. He catch 2 life sentences. Hey man, when we get 12 women, nah, just the boys. He's anti-authority. Might see a police, poof, poof, poof. We get pulled over. They say,
bro, I think him and MacaZoe just need to talk, because there's a lot of bullshit right here, family. Like what they going through. I mean, like, yo, they going through niggas who going through. That's a lot of nonsense. And I mean, they having it out right here in front of us, putting us all in their business. I mean, look, it just don't look good. I mean, as I'm becoming a man.
You ain't not going to jail. He going to jail. I got you. What you want me to do? We know the streets. I ain't on that. I ain't on my trying to change. I ain't with a wire on somebody. Come on, dog. An informant. Come on, my nigga. We ain't gonna play like that. You ain't never played the levels. That's my homes. You're suing me. Why didn't you keep it on the streets?
So basically what he's saying is MacaZoe was never doing shit. Who is MacaZoe? You know I ain't snitch on MacaZoe. So he's saying, look, who you saying I told on? Because you always locked up and you know you only do a bunch of nothing. That's why, and look, that's what he's saying.
You're admitting you're suing me. I sued him. What do we do? Why the game changed with me? Why the game changed with me? Huh?
I'm listening right now. You going in right now.
Crazy, dog.
Family, I don't get suing him because he trademarked the Zoe Pound name. Okay, listen, you know how long the Zoe Pound name been the Zoe Pound name? If y'all gave a damn about it, y'all would have trademarked it. All right, the only reason y'all got a problem with it, I believe, is because he trademarked it. Other than that, nobody wasn't trying to trademark the name. So why you got a problem with him for trademarking the name and trying to get some money with it when nobody else wasn't doing shit with it? That's crazy.
I'm asking, dog, one thing, dog. My dog, I wish I never met the niggas, though, but Chubb and Solo.
Hit that like button for me, family. Smash that like button for me, family. Y'all see I'm struggle streaming, but y'all know I be bringing it. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get the 600 subscribers by New Year's. Can't do it without your help, family.
Getting money, serving glee like the nigga all tippy toe.
All right, shout out to Tippy Toe, shout out the Tippy Toe, shout out to Ali, shout out to the Zoe Pound, shout out to the whole 305 family, and we keeping it moving, and you know how we do, family. Next up, we got this brother out of Brooklyn, New York. His name Brian Glaze Gibbs. Family, we gonna hop right into it. Look, we supposed a subscriber asked me to introduce Brian Glaze Gibbs to our catalog. I've been researching this brother all for the whole holiday. Look, I think he is worthy. You know how I go. Put a 1 in the chat if we keeping him in the catalog. Put a 2 in the chat if we kicking him out. But I'm telling you, family, I got a 1 in the chat for this dude. And for real, he is about it, because I heard already.
Death certificate. Sometime right now in life, you don't know when it's your time. You know, you think you know because of an illness or whatever that you're near death. But a lot of times right now, your death certificate can be signed and you don't even know that it's signed. I was on a run from the federal government from August 11, 1988 up until November 10, 1988. In and out of New York, South Carolina, Virginia Beach, Chicago, Los Angeles, keeping a low profile and trying to stay a couple of steps ahead of the U.S. Marshal who was on my trail hunting me down. While I was on a run, I tried to get plastic surgery on my face and on my fingers because I didn't want to go to jail. Labor Day weekend, 1988, I headed to Virginia Beach. Doing then, every black colleges from up and down the East Coast border all met up in Virginia Beach. And you got the guys and the girls, mainly the girls. And all the street hustler from the East Coast border also went down there on a mini vacation. My purpose for being down there was to bump into some of my old associates, dudes that owe me large sum of money. Trust me, when you are on the run in the criminal world, those that owe you a large sum of money for work you gave them on consignment will duck and dodge you to prevent from paying that tab. During the next,
and you know he ain't lying.
The last day down there, I ran into Webb from Brooklyn, Mr. Low Key, one of the biggest players in the game at the time. It was him, his right-hand man, and the late great Demisio, and approximately 20 of his soldiers. When he approached me, it was just him. Webb had always been a real smooth brother, but just as dangerous as I was. Keep in mind, Webb is the one that was responsible for the original 50 Cent murder. He started talking about different events pertaining to his organization and my organization. As time went on, he summoned his right-hand man to join the conversation. As we went...
Family, when I tell you this dude right here is absolutely the real deal and everything he's saying he is and ain't nobody gonna dispute it, I'm telling you, family, I checked this dude out myself through my folks. This dude is about the things he is talking about and saying he done.
Back and forth discussing different topics and issues. We ended the conversation on a positive note. I went my way and they went theirs. It was not until 1990-91. I was already in jail approximately 2 to 3 years at the time. When I called, the street, and I was talking to LD. My man LD started telling me that one morning after partying all night long, him and the late Demisio, Lou Hobbs, Kendu, and a few others went to breakfast, and how I was the topic of the conversation. Imagine that. Demisio got on them. If anybody know anything about Demisio, pretty boy, made money. I know Demisio going back to 1979, and he was very vocal, was not afraid to express himself. He started the conversation and telling these niggas, oh man, Kendu, you used to be fucking scared of Glaze. Lou, you was scared of, you remember when different shit started happening or whatever, and how every time Glaze came around, y'all niggas was shaking your boots. Demisio went on to say, during Labor Day 1988, how Webb, Demisio, and Webb, right-hand man, left New York. Before they left New York, they was in Brooklyn. And during that whole time, what they was talking about, if they go down to the Virginia Beach and they see me, they was gonna execute me. They was gonna more or less, like right now, murder me like they did to Sonny Corleone in the movie The Godfather. I didn't know that the only reason they did not kill me Labor Day weekend, 1988, was due to my answer was legit and real. Sometimes your death certificate can be signed and you don't even know it. So here it is right now. When those motherfuckers approached me, they had every intention of killing me, and I didn't know it. What saved me that particular day? Me being me being real.
86, 87, they kicked me off Rikers Island. So we do not want this brother on Rikers Island because he was a menace. Because to me, back then, I'm on Rikers Island. I don't got no bail. I'm facing 2 murders, kidnapping, weapon charges. Guess what happened? Now I'm a menace. Because anybody got in my way, I would try to kill them. I would stab them in their neck with an ink pen. It doesn't matter. What happened is, being in there, you breathe. They breathe what? They breathe worse of criminals. So you know what? Being in there and having a reputation, and I remember being in Brooklyn House at the time in 1986, me and Pappy Mason, we developed a good relationship. Right. We became hell of a friends or whatever.
He came to my house one day, he to my mom, he said, Miss Marlene, he said, yeah, my name is Eminem now.
So like, my mom like, what's MLM? He said, money and murder.
Like the way we used to come out in the building, everybody's strapped. We got 3-4 guys this way, 3-4 guys that way. We got our guns out. When we used to come out the apartment or whatever, guess what? There was no such thing as a defense for the element of surprise. We was always prepared. Bulletproof vest, Uzi, 45, 9mm, we was ready to go.
By the mid to late 80s, Brian had associated himself with probably the most ruthless and notorious cocaine crack enterprise in the city, that being Howard Pappy Mason and Lorenzo Fat Cat Nichols.
NYPD rookie police officer was murdered, executioner style. And as I'm listening to that, I'm like, whoa. And when they say where it happened at 107 in Inwood, I'm like, oh man.
That badge, that was given to me by a police officer in New York called Matt Byrne, whose son was gunned down by these drug dealers up there in New York City.
While police were guarding Arjun last month, assassins shot to death police officer Edward Byrne.
By virtue of his position with that organization and his reputation, it was the consensus of opinion at first, after the Byrne murder, that Brian Glaze Gibbs, and only Brian Glaze Gibbs, was capable of pulling something off like this.
He definitely had some.
Bro, this dude was so much of a problem. When that happened, they automatically thought he did it. Bro, that's how he was out here dropping them. All right, I'm telling you. Hey, listen, let me tell you something real quick that I heard about this guy family from a really good friend of mine. He said, listen, the thing he respected the most about Glaze was Glaze never had a problem with that soft dude who didn't want it. Whenever Glaze had a problem with a dude, he was a problem. Whenever Glaze had a problem with a dude, that dude was a known problem. Glaze was never into it with somebody who didn't want it. Glaze was never that dude you was going to find picking on somebody. Glaze was that dude that was going to get them niggas that was supposed to be bullies.
Cats that was quick to pull the trigger and will pull the trigger in a heartbeat. And he had some thinkers around him also.
G was going around like his business mania is trying to network with individuals that was strong and recruiting all the little, niggas from the hood that, that's shooters, you know what I'm saying? And he mainly put a little nice crew together,
Glaze was probably within the top 10 people in the city, but I'm gonna say that he was probably one of the top 2 or 3 in Brooklyn, drug dealers, and controlled the drug organization. Everybody knew who he was, and most people feared Glaze.
Bro, he didn't lie. Yo, every dude that I asked about Glaze, it was only one Glaze as far as everybody was concerned. They all straight knew who I was talking about soon as I said Glaze.
When they threw that fucking firebomb through the house, they started a war. And right now, if it wasn't for him stopping me, everybody that was responsible for it, they'd have lost somebody, more than somebody. They would have lost a fucking whole generation that day.
I can remember that call, April 1988. And the information I was getting, how one of the guys that used to be around us was more or less betraying me. And you know what I did? When I got the phone, I told my man, the next time we see him, he's out of here. Yeah. Less than 12 hours, that nigga was dead. When I got back to New York, you know what happened, man? What? I sat down with my crew. And I'm saying, who am I to say who lived or who died?
Glaze Gibbs. I was born in Brooklyn, New York. The year was 1963. I was born in the backseat of a police car. Typical kid. My mother was like my mother, my father, my big sister, my best friend. She gave me, my brother and sister, the best life that she could possibly give us. Growing up in the Bedford-Stuyvesant section of New York, where they teach you diversity. It's like people are people. You grow up with every nationality. In school, I was like an average kid. What I hated at a young age, I hated bullying. That's time that I ran across the notorious 50 Cent. Growing up in Bed-Stuy in the East back in those days, man, can you tell us what was it like coming up in the late 60s in New York City? I spent, I guess, my first 12, 13 years in the Bedford-Stuyvesant section of New York before we actually moved to East New York, Cypress Hill houses. That's when I ran into Walter King Tut Johnson, and really that's where my life of crime started. We started burglarizing, robbing, getting out there, trying to make that fast money to buy the latest designer clothes to dress to impress for the girls. Growing up in New York City in like the late 60s, early 70s, it was totally different, man. It's like it was peaceful. When you grew up in Bedford-Stuyvesant, you're walking down these blocks and you see these apartment buildings like, brownstone, and you see guys, ladies, like, nodding out in the street. But they wasn't nodding out just be nodding out because they was tired. They was nodding out because they was high on heroin. This is part of a $12.5 million illegal consignment seized earlier this month by the New York police, enough to feed the habits of all the city's drug addicts for several weeks. Over 20% of all drug deaths in New York last year were minors, and new users are turning up every week in high schools, on factory floors, and among the legions of dropouts in the hippie subculture. When I see the impact that the drugs had on people and the damage that it did to man, woman, family, I was like a strong opponent against drugs. That's why I didn't get high. That's why I was kind of hesitant. And it took me a long time before I actually got into the drug game. Growing up in the East, Glaze, was there tension between the different PJs back then? Like, for example, say, Cypress Hill projects and pink houses and Linden houses and, the boulevards, Linden Plaza, the Bammers, Tilden. Was there any drama between those different projects back then? It was like always beef between Plaza, Cypress versus pink houses. I can remember like certain incident whereas like when Plaza come through back then, prior to those guys that came along from Crown Heights, like Kenduino guys or his brothers, back then, Shabay, Raheem, those guys, ran Plaza. 17 is older than us, and when they came through, they meant business. Anytime we knew Bay and them was coming through, guess what the hell we did? If we could, we got the hell out the way before they got there, because basically right now, they was on some real serious gunplay. They didn't play around. At what age did you really start making your bones? As far as say making your bones is venturing out in East New York, because we know Brooklyn is a big place. Once I grew up, like in Bed-Stuy, and moved from Bed-Stuy to East New York, guess what? I always went back and forth to Bed-Stuy. Like we used to go to church in Bed-Stuy, so we used to come back to commute. Then we used to go to Boy Scout. That's where you built a lot of relationship with a lot of Brooklyn cats. We had so many different individuals from all over Brooklyn going to Boy Scout.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. If you're not subscribed, family, please subscribe to the channel. Appreciate your support. You know I do. Y'all see I'm struggle streaming, but y'all know I be bringing it.
36 years ago today, January 13, 1982, the life and time of Brian Glaze Gibbs. It was a Wednesday morning when I was awakened on Rikers Island by a CO and escorted to C-74 receiving room to be processed. I just got finished getting sentenced to 2 to 4 in Queens for a robbery that I did, and 2.5 to 5 in Brooklyn. So now it's time for me to go ahead and do my state time. As we're downstairs in the reception area, approximately 30 others, adolescents ranging from the ages 16 to 20, we all strip search for contraband, weapon, drugs, anything we ain't supposed to have. We all were shackled and placed on that chart list, even as name is Rikers Island. Keep in mind the weather condition that day was horrible. It was a blizzard. And we was traveling all the way from East Elmhurst, Queens, New York, all the way to Elmira Correctional Facility, escorted by at least 6 heavily armed correctional officers. That trip seemed like it took forever. I can recall when we finally got to Elmira, and how the bus went through that gate, and how myself and the other prisoners was escorted off the bus into the facility. We was all strip search. They sprayed us down for bugs, let us shower. Then they gave us green clothing, state property. As we was escorted to the reception center, as you were walking through there, only thing you had, all these inmates. You talking about approximately damn near like 400 inmates screaming at the top of their lungs. New Jack, new Jack, new Jack. Being new, not knowing what to expect, but they just screaming, seeking to intimidate you. As they escort each and every one of us to our cell, I, Brian Glaze Gibbs, as a cell door shut, was now known as inmate 82B0082. Life and time of Brian Glaze Gibbs. During the spring of 1988, I was driving around in my decked out black 760 Bulldog in Brooklyn. What a beautiful day. I was sporting one of my many feline suits and kit, crazy jewelry, and don't forget my point blank bulletproof vest like the American Express card. Can't leave the house without it. This particular day, I stopped by a friend's house. I got out of the Volvo on Franklin and Myrtle, approximately 6 p.m. As I was talking to my friend for about 15 minutes, I kept scanning the block from both directions, always being on point for possible danger. Too late. Danger was heading my way. Our Justice, K-Sean, another 5%. Once again, I was looking death in the eyes. Although I walked through the shadow of death, I should fear no evil. The closer they got, I was trying to come up with a master plan. My mind was racing. Besides my friend, my sister was sitting in my boat. As she sensed the danger, her sister drove off in my boat, leaving me and her sister behind to face these 3 career crewmen with a resume of murder, robbery. This crew was known for robbing and killing any and everyone on sight. As they got within 10 feet, to say I was not afraid, I would be lying. I had to dive into action, position myself as if I had a gun, and start licking each one of them in the eyes, back and forth. I just myself used to be good friends when we was kids back in our Bedford-Stuyvesant days. When Allah just approached and embraced me, Allah just felt the bulletproof vest, and he made a statement that he could see that I am right. Meaning, if you have a bulletproof vest, you are carrying a gun. K-Sean and I got into a no-hold-bar stare-down contest. This lasted about 60 seconds before Allah just came with that political correct line. Come on, man. You are my man. K is my man. Y'all need to work it out. I told K-Sean I appreciate the fact he wanted to come see me while I was fighting the murder beef and offer his assistance in taking care of any witness on my case at the time. I then went on to ask K-Sean, did he kill Wood? The political correct answer would have been no. But this bold-ass brother looked me in the eyes and said, if you kill somebody, would you tell me? I said, you are right. He just told me indirectly that he killed Wood. Just came back, yo, I want to get down with Eminem. I told him, sure, come and see me. I will hook him up with some work. A couple of ounces of boy. Boy is another term for heroin, or half a key of girl, which is a term for coke. As the trio walked off into the abyss of Brooklyn, I knew then this was a close one. I played poker by bluffing them as if I had a gun, and they went for it. I turned to my friend and asked her if she was crazy. Why didn't she go inside her house? Her exact word was, if they was going to kill you, then they would have had to kill her. Trust me when I say they would. When the trio left, they didn't kill me because they felt I would have killed one of them. In the process, not knowing I didn't have a gun, a grave mistake on their behalf. That night, I shot Allah Justice in the face in Cypress Hill houses in my building 466. About a month later, K-Sean was murdered in his Tompkins apartment. His girlfriend was murdered on the staircase. Rumors has it that me, my Eminem crew, was responsible for that case. That case is still open. The life and time of the one they call Brian Glaze Gibbs, episode 3. First time I met the original 50 Cent was in 1971. I was 7 years old and he was 6 years old. It was in the Bedford-Stuyvesant section of Brooklyn, New York, Halsey, between Patch and Ralph. That's where I reside with my family. 50 Cent was visiting his family on that block, which became a pattern. His cousin Cannon, Pop, Michelle, and Belinda. Our typical day was running up and down the block and playing kiddie games. Our friendship lasted until 1975, when my family moved from Bedford-Stuyvesant to Cypress Hill houses, the East York section of Brooklyn. I didn't run back into 50 Cent until 1981. I was 17, he was 16 on Rikers Island when I caught my last robbery case that led to me doing 3.5 years upstate New York. When we ran to one another on Rikers Island, he was going by the name of Shamik. This little nigga with a big mouth and gold teeth, and a lot of these older brothers wanted to get him because of his mouth. I protected 50 because he was like family. On January 13th, I went upstate to serve my time. 50 returned to the streets of New York to embark on becoming the original 50 Cent. We didn't run back into one another until December of 1984. I was home for less than 1 month. I was at Horton Skimmer Hall train station waiting on the train when this little short dude walked past me with this mean mug expression as 2 6'3" brother was right there behind him like his bodyguard. Keep in mind, 50 walked past me. When he doubled back after recognizing me and started yelling in the crowded train station, "My man Glaze is home." We embraced and started talking. He wanted to meet him later that night at the Empire Skating Ring. I didn't go that night. He got into beef that led to one of his many arrests, and he was doing time. We didn't run back into each other until approximately 2 years later. My buddy, Kevin Martin, man, that dude was something else. The life and time of the one they call Brian Glaze Gibbs. Who am I to say who lived or who died? I am not God. At one point in time in my life, I had a small army following behind me for all the wrong reasons. Imagine if I was smart enough, disciplined enough, and more forward thinking, I would have had them following me, preventing criminal activity in the neighborhood and creating a no-crime zone. It was the first weekend of March 1986. I just arrived back to Brooklyn, New York, from upstate New York, from visiting a former co-defendant of mine who was serving a life sentence in Auburn Correctional Facility. I met up with my brother Cool in the Crown Heights section of Brooklyn, St. Mark and Notion Avenue, when my beeper went off. Amari was calling me with 911 behind me. As I went to the corner, used the payphone, this individual called my name. As I turned around, I noticed it was Dushawn, aiming a nickel-plated .357 Magnum at me. Approximately 2 weeks prior, Dushawn and his partner and I got into a big shootout due to they were trying to relieve me of my jewelry at the time. My first response was my only response, as DMC say from Run DMC, run, 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 run. I ran as fast as I could down Notion Avenue as Dushawn was hot on my trail, blasting away, boom, boom, boom. I'm ducking and moving in between cars like an obstacle course. 4 blocks into running, a cab was dropping off 3 female passengers. I pull out a wire to clash and told the driver he can have it if he would just drive me off and take me to safety. The driver drove off with his door open, banging into parked car. All I can hear is that loud noise from that .357 Magnum ringing in my ear. Normally, NYPD finest foot patrol is all up and down Notion Avenue. Not at this evening, as I am out of breath, about 8 blocks away and no Dushawn in sight. I tried to regroup as my brother paged me, and I returned the call and gave him my location. He came, picked me up. All I'm thinking about is when I catch up to Dushawn, it is over. We left Crown Heights and headed to Cypress Hill Brooklyn, told that I love her, and headed to the 18th side of the project to talk to Irene and L. As I entered into 315 Fountain Avenue, I ran into Irene. We talked about several matters. I went upstairs to several different apartments looking for L. No luck. As I'm exiting the building and looking towards the front, Fountain and Sutter Avenue side exit, Irene asked me, Glaze, who was that in that dark sedan that seemed to be just sitting there? I told him that it was probably customers. As I left the building, heading in the opposite direction, exiting between building 315 Fountain and 1240 Sutter. As I made a left, jogging behind 315 Fountain Avenue, that same car that Irene and I just spoke about came up, squeaked to me. Front and back tinted window went down, and guns started firing. As I hit the ground, Irene and Cool came around the corner to check on me and make sure I wasn't hit. The nerve of these lowlife, they tried to kill me with my own gun. How crazy is that? Less than 3 hours, I was shot at in 2 different sections of Brooklyn by 2 different groups. I was pissed. Somebody got to pay. I went back to the crib, placed on my bulletproof vest, and got my guns, and went hunting for Dushan and Crazy. Whoever I had beef with and whoever I ran into would have definitely meet and make it that night. By 3 a.m., after driving around, heavily armed, and couldn't find my intended target, I went in the house, got a couple hours of sleep. That Sunday morning, I got up. Me and my brother, we headed to Bed-Stuy, picked up my man Sid. As we was driving around the Bedford-Stuyvesant section of Brooklyn, I noticed we was being followed by homicide detective. As they placed their siren on and instructed us to pull over, I requested of my brother Sid to put our hands up in the air, and they both complied. When the detective got out of the car, they instructed us to put our hands down. Routine check. The next thing we knew, 12 to 15 blue and white cars came out of nowhere. They gun draw. All you can hear shouting and screaming for us to put our damn hands up. They removed my brother Sid from the car. And one of the homicide detectives told me, either we had the wrong person or you in a lot of trouble. I was taken for 2 murders that day and was released after midnight the next morning. And I was on a cloud 9. Like, here it is, they picked me up for 2 homicides and they let me go. Worst come to worst, my family come first. I have always been family oriented since childhood. Despite being born in Brooklyn and hustling back and forth in Queens, I only went to Manhattan and the Bronx to visit my family or to party, disco fever. During the spring of 1988, my cousin Samuel from the Bronx came and paid me, his younger cousin, a visit. I'm always pleased to see family, except at funeral. His visit was to prevent me from attending his Samuel funeral. A few nights ago, Samuel was at the world-famous Apollo Theater for amateur night at the Apollo. This place was packed. All of who is who, from celebrity, ball player, and hustler, out having a good time. Plenty of women. In that time, most of the beef was over a woman. Well, Sammy and another guy that Sammy was friend with named World from the Boogie Down Bronx was joking with each other around the bar. And World made a comment that causes the lady and the other guys that was around to laugh uncontrollably. And Sammy became embarrassed and punched his friend World in his face, breaking his glasses. This incident was broken up and both parties was escorted out of the building. The World yelling at the top of his lung that Sammy is a dead man. So that was the reason why my long-lost cousin was here, needed my help to fix his problem. We left Brooklyn, got into the car, heading to Manhattan. First stop, 125th and 8th Avenue. Kevin Chow, the owner of Don Diva sneaker store, with me and my cousin and 2 of my people, Shorty G and Ichimo, walked in. Keep in mind, Shorty G and Ichimo, they had on army fatigue with the MAC-10 submachine gun strapped around their neck, with the gun right there, ready for action. As we walk around the store, awaiting the customer to exit, I approached one of the workers who was directly behind the counter and told him that I was looking for him. Do he know where I can find him? The brother behind the counter started getting all emotional on me, like DJ Flex. He was saying how he was coming up in here with our guns out. I stopped him. We are customer. Let me get some socks underwear, sweatsuit, etc. I paid for the item and asked him where could I find World. He told me he didn't know. We left out and headed to the Bronx. Once we got to the Bronx and got out of the car near the bar King Arthur that World and his brother owned. As we was walking towards the bar, World was coming our way and he stopped and was turning back around. When I yelled for him to hold up, he turned back around and I told him, let's talk. World went on to say he heard that we are looking to kill him. I pull up my hoodie, only show my bulletproof vest, no gun. And I asked him, can him and I go back into the bar and talk one-on-one? He agreed. As we are in the bar talking, I asked him what it's going to take to squash this beef with him and my cousin Samuel. World replied by asking if he would have punched you in your face in front of a crowd at the Apollo Theater and broke your glasses. What would you do? I told World, I am not you and you are not me. But hopefully I would have been smart enough to not to allow my emotion to supersede my intellect and be able to walk away due to it was too many witnesses and I couldn't get away with it. I asked World how much was his Gazelle glasses. He said $500. I went in my pocket and gave him $5 $100 bills. I wanted to say, if you kill Sammy, Sammy's dead. Now you're going to jail for 25 life. Nobody win. Y'all both lost. I asked World to please squash the beef for me. I told him if he squashed this beef, then I'll owe him. I'll owe him big time. I say, do your homework. Ask around about who is Glaze. If he need cocaine or heroin, I can get it for you. If you need anybody hit except Sammy, I owe you. I will take care of it, whatever you need. All you have to do is squash the beef. I summoned Samuel. He came into the bar. We all sat and talked. They hugged and they squashed the beef. The life and time of Brian Glaze Gibbs.
As always, family, look, I'm giving Brian Glaze Gibbs a 1. All right, Brian Glaze Gibbs is most definitely coming back to the catalog, family. All right, shout out to everybody. All right, and as always, it don't take much to be nice. We all gotta live on this planet together. We gonna make it happen. Look, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that like button. Share the program if you will. Still swinging out. I love y'all, family. Thanks for joining me. I will be back.